Hello, everyone.
Welcome to All That Work for Nothing podcast with your hosts, Doriel and Shane.
A very finely dressed Doriel, I might say.
Thank you. I love this dress. I've only worn it once. I got it for a queer prom that our old work threw 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't worn it since, but I love it. It's a baby doll dress. So
Yeah, what does that mean again?
just the cut.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
specific cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the poofy sleeves, this cut
Oh,
here,
okay.
and then the way that it's like lays on you, that's a baby doll dress.
To me, it just screams 80s prom queen.
I know, I love it.
Like, that's what it's all about. So that's
Yeah.
why it's perfect for you.
To me, I thought it was like 90s girly pop.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that. Like, somebody in Saved by the Bell would definitely wear that to prom or homecoming or something
Yes. So that's why I got it, because that was like super in 2 years ago. I honestly, I'm not a fashion girly, so I don't know what's in and what's not. I just like certain things and then I buy them. So that's kind of my fashion sense.
I've always thought you have great style.
Thank you. I don't know. Yeah. I'm like my mom, where I'm very eclectic,
Mm-hmm.
you know? When I was younger, I wanted to be emo, but I was never brave enough to really like commit.
Embrace the emo.
I was
Go
never
full
really,
emo.
yeah, because they're like, so my freshman year of high school, there was all these awesome emo kids, but they were all seniors. So they graduated. And then, so my sophomore year, I was ready to commit to being emo, and all those seniors left, and there was like no emos. And I just did not have the self-esteem to be able to just be like the only emo, like full on emo in school. And also my mom was just not like about that. She was like, no, you're not going to dye your hair black. Like,
Wasn't she all goth?
no, she was, but like the emo style, like if you wanted to go as full emo, it was expensive.
It was a lot, yeah.
You had to like really commit.
I think Hot Topic became such a
Yeah.
profitable company.
Yeah. Hot Topic back then was like the jam.
Malls back then were the jam. Like, actually going to a mall.
This is going to be our Valentine episode, because the day that we upload this will be the day before Valentine's Day. And I know that Valentine's Day can have some negative connotations if you are not in a relationship or unhappy in your relationship. I was very unhappy in my relationship for many years prior to this one, obviously. And I remember Valentine's Day would always leave kind of a bitter taste in my mouth, because I just wasn't with the right person. So today we're just going to embrace it.
Yeah.
I used to hate embracing Valentine's Day. I used to hate Valentine's Day. But now that I met the right person, I'm like all about it. I love it.
I hated Valentine's Day too.
Well, it's just one of those things where it's like in certain relationships, some people will be like, oh, well, it's Valentine's Day, so I'm going to show you all this love. And then the next day it's like back to normal, you know?
They're almost like those people that went to church and they only went to church on special occasions.
Exactly.
And, they were super Christian for Easter, for Christmas or something like that. And then the next day they just went right back to being who they were.
Right. Yeah.
I hated Valentine's Day because I was so single.
Oh,
basically
yeah.
had the opposite of what you were experiencing, because basically every Valentine's Day would be right after the Super Bowl. And during football season, I would go up and hang out with my best friends, and every Sunday. So I had a routine of like not being lonely, and basically Valentine's Day kicked off right as that routine ended. So it was like the start of the lonely season for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Some people call Valentine's Day Single Awareness Day.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, it makes sense, you know.
I like Galentine's Day from Parks and Rec.
Oh.
Galentine's
Yeah.
Day.
Oh, yeah. Galentine's Day. Yeah,
That's
that one's
so
really
cute.
cute. I wish I would have started that with my friends. That would have been fun.
It's never too late.
Yeah, I just got to make some friends.
My fashion sense, because this was the shirt I was wearing when we first hung out.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I wore it.
Okay, so I feel so bad because you pointed something. You were like, oh, yeah, do you see what I'm wearing? And I'm like, yeah, you look so cute. And I thought you were pointing out that you were wearing my favorite color on you.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That was
Yeah.
the very first shirt that you wore right before we started dating. It was like the first, like when we hung out that one day and we were like not sure if it was a date or a hangout or whatever.
Yeah, so this was my like go-to shirt for a while. It's a really cool color. It fits well on me, and I wore it because I didn't want to ask Doriel out on a date because
No.
we were working together.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be a little awkward.
I was still kind of getting over my breakup,
Yeah.
you know, so even though almost a year had passed, I was still very upset and sad and a little bit angry.
I told you I improvised that like on the spot, right?
Yes,
Like
you did.
I was full on about to like ask you.
Ask me out.
Yeah, ask you out. And then like at the last second, I was like, hang out. That's the word you've been looking for. And so I asked you to hang out.
You know what? The funny thing about that too is right before you asked me out, you said that you forgot what you were going to ask me. You almost chickened out.
Close. I was
And
so close.
It was so funny because I knew. Like, I just knew. Because you were acting squirrely.
What are you talking about? I am smooth. I am so suave. Like, you had no idea that was coming. It was like out of nowhere.
It's just one of those things, like, you know, right before you kiss someone, it's that weird, awkward silence, and you look at each other's lips. And it was just like that. I was like, there's the weird, awkward silence. And then it was really funny because you were going to ask me the day before, but I left work early.
Mhm.
And then I remember you texted me and you're like, you left work? With like 13 exclamation points and
dang.
7 question marks. And I was like, why is he so upset about me
No
leaving
chill,
early?
Shane.
Yeah, there was no chill.
Zero
There was
chill.
no chill.
No chill to be had.
And so when you said, oh, you left work already? And I was like, yeah, I had nothing. You know, this was during the pandemic, so we were very hybrid. So if I got my work done, I would just go work from home the rest of the day because there was nothing. Like, what am I going to do? Sit at my desk and just stare at my computer and do nothing? So yeah, I went home pretty much after you and I had talked, and I got the text, and I was like, and then I was like, yeah, I went home early, and you were like, I had a question to ask you, and I just knew. I was like, he's going to ask me out on a date. I just knew it. You're going to ask me out. And then I hung out with a friend that night, and I told them, I'm like, I think Shane's going to ask me out on a date. And my friend was like, what do you think you're going to say? And I was like, I don't know. Like, we work together. I'm worried about it. I don't know, like, what the dynamic is, and if things don't go right, like, blah, blah, blah. And then my friend was like, you should definitely say yes to him. Like, you guys have such a cool chemistry together. You guys would be really cute together. And I was like, really? You know? And then, so I thought about it all night. And then the next day at work, I was like, okay, I'm going to say yes if he asks me out. So I remember I texted you and was like, hey, you said you wanted to ask me a question. And then you said something like, oh, are you in your office? I'm like, yeah. So you come into my office, and then you're like, I forgot what I was going to ask you. And I was like,
what was that question?
I just remember being so disappointed. I was like, kind of like crestfallen.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I was like, this guy just gave up. He's just gonna chicken out. And you're like, I was like, I'm sure you'll remember it. And then you, out of like, I think it was like 2 seconds later, you're like, oh yeah. Would you maybe like want to hang out someday and like we could watch Hamilton, because like that was the thing we bonded over the most, was like our love. Well, you hadn't seen Hamilton yet,
yes.
but you found out that I was like a history nerd. And at that point I was obsessed with Hamilton. And yeah, so you were like, we can like watch Hamilton and like just like hang out and have some dinner or something. And I was like, and that took the pressure off of it, you know?
It did.
It took the pressure off of like calling it a date. And it was also kind of nice because it was like, it could turn into a date.
Right.
The hangout, which it did at the end of the night. It turned out to be a date, but it really like, I remember just being so nervous for you to come over because I'm like, I don't know what this is.
The expectations were taken right off.
They were, yeah, it was really nice. Like as soon as I opened the door and saw you there, I was like, oh yeah, I like this guy. You looked so cute.
I felt the same way about you. You looked so cute.
I wore my best leggings that showed my butt off the best.
And they did. And like, yeah. And then we had a very awkward couch experience watching Hamilton.
Yeah, oh my God. Touch is the lowest love language for me besides gift giving or receiving. And yeah, so I don't like being touched by people that I'm not comfortable with, especially unwarranted touch, you know? So we were sitting on the couch. I had just made us dinner. We were we were eating and watching Hamilton. It's nice when you have something to eat, you know, is you have something to do with your hands. You have something to look at and like focus on. So afterwards, after we had finished eating, it was that awkward like, okay, like, are we on a date? Are we hanging out? And you kept trying to scoot closer to me, and I was scooting to the other side of the couch, literally like, here, wait, no, I'm going like this. I was like, and I noticed you had given up, like trying to scoot close to me, and I feel bad like looking back because I knew I liked you, but I hate the awkwardness.
Same
I
here.
don't like I just want to skip past that and like already be chill with you. You know what I mean? So that whole 3-hour experience was just like me being like, yeah. And just like on the other side.
If you had quick timed it, it probably would have been the most hilarious thing. It would have been like.
Yeah. I noticed you would like get closer and then you'd kind of scoot away like sad. And then you'd try again and then I'd just be like like I was literally like coiled up into like a ball just on the edge of the couch like
yeah, giving 100% like no.
And it was funny because afterwards I serenaded him with every single
instrument you could find.
No. With every single guitar song that I learned during the pandemic. I was like, let me sing and play for you. Yeah, basically, I was the guy of the situation. Where I was like,
can I
play at you for 3 hours? But, yeah, I wanted to like show off, you know, because I have a pretty good voice.
You have an amazing voice.
Thank you. I don't want to be like.
Everyone, she has an amazing voice.
Shut up. Thank you, honey. I'm trying to be better at taking compliments, but yeah, so I wanted to like show off a little bit and be like, I'm pretty talented, you know, but not like overly, you know, over the top. And after that, we were like talking and we were getting along so well and it felt so natural. And then we kept doing that stupid, awkward thing where you like look at each other in the eyes. And then Shane kept going, what? What? And I was like, what do you mean, what? I'm obviously looking at you to kiss me. And I'm usually not the person that initiates that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the very limited experience I have kissing people because I was in such a long relationship from the get-go. They would always have to be the one to make the move because I was so freaking nervous. But at a certain point in the night, I made a decision that I was like, I like this man. I don't love this. I didn't love you yet, but I was like, I really like this man. He's perfect for me. Like we get along so well and I really want him to kiss me. And I'd never felt that before. Usually I hated the first kiss. Hated it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was just like impatiently waiting for you to kiss me. And so finally, you're like, I don't know how this happened, but I was laying on my bed.
Yeah, how did we end up in that spot?
Because it's always like that, where you just end, and you're like, oh, how did we end up here?
Oh, whoopsie daisy.
So like, I was laying on my bed, fully clothed, and Shane was like kind of positioned like over me a little, like you were like sitting up.
Not on top, but like over.
No, yeah, you were sitting up, and then you were like leaning over me, and you were getting so close, and I was like, finally he's gonna do it, and then you just kept like chickening out again, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to like, you know, reel him in. So I was like, if you want to kiss me, you can.
Like I'm a fish.
Yeah, I'm
gonna have to reel this sucker in.
Come here, baby.
This is a stubborn bass over here.
I'm like, I gotta live one. So, yeah, at a certain point, you just wouldn't kiss me. So I finally was like, you can kiss me if you want to, like giving you full permission, which I very much appreciated because some men will not wait for permission. They'll just take it. And it's really disturbing. So anyways, I gave you permission. And then you gave this like really scary pause for a second. And I remember thinking like, oh no, I misjudged this. Like we're just friends and he's just very friendly. And then you're like,
very friendly.
Yeah, right. You know, it's one of those, like, you were thinking the same thing. I was obviously giving you kissy vibes, and you were just like, she doesn't like me like that.
Well, I think I kept drawing back to the
The couch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Well, now
it
that you
makes
know
so
that.
much sense
Yeah.
in hindsight.
Yeah.
But also, it was like the whole, like, if I do misjudge this, like, we have to work together. Like you were friends with all the people I worked with.
Yep.
So, like, it would have been very tough. And also, like, I did really like you.
Yeah.
So I had this sort of sense of, like, you know, I was diving into the deep end if I kissed you.
Totally understand that. But also, I was staring at your lips and staring into your eyes and being like,
After
I should've just gone
serenading
like-
me.
You know what I should have done? Is just gone, do that stupid, like, head tilt thing. Anyways, so you made this scary pause. And then I was like, oh, no, I misjudged this. And then you were like, oh, no, I really want to. And I was like, woo.
Yeah, lights and sirens
Coming
started
for
happening.
landing.
There's some neon signs pointing like to your mouth.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. It's just like, kiss here.
Kiss here, kiss here.
Hey, boys, kiss here.
And then I gave you a very awkward kiss.
Oh, okay.
So-
We don't have to talk about that.
We don't have to talk about that, but the first kiss was great.
He
but
missed the mark.
I didn't miss. There was a little bit of, you know.
Well, you overshot. That's what we should say. He was kissing me like up here, and I was like, you know, my mouth is down here. He was
Well-
like making out. Like,
Well, it had been a minute too since I like kissed from above.
it was really funny. And the funny thing is too is like once we got like closer with each other and felt more comfortable around each other, we've talked about it. Obviously, like, we're married now, so we've talked about it extensively. And I'm like, what was going through your mind when you were kissing me like that? And what did you say?
I still have no idea. I was just really, really, really excited.
But like, you knew you were kissing me like that. You knew that you were messing up in that moment, right?
I mean, yeah.
Because we've discussed it. You were like, I thought you told me that you were like, oh, I know I'm fucking this up.
Oh, I knew
But
I
it's
was
too late to go back now.
I knew I was fucking it up, but like it's like I couldn't stop myself.
Oh, okay. You're just so excited. I could tell like how excited you were, and it was
Yeah.
really cute.
I could not stop myself.
And I was a little nervous because I was like, oh no, this guy sucks at kissing.
which is like,
Because the first kiss is usually never great.
yeah. But
Like, it's so awkward. You know, there's the weird staring thing, and then there's the whole like chess playing that you're doing, and then you're like, okay. But once you get that first kiss over with, like after I kind of was like, hey, my mouth is down here. Like, and you were like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just so excited. And then that was like really sweet. And then we started kissing again. And then I was like, oh no, he's a great kisser. So
I think it was really good for me because I'm very much a perfectionist, and like when one little thing goes wrong, sometimes I'll lose my confidence.
yeah.
Like before on dates, if one thing had gone wrong, I probably would have just not. I probably would have figured out a way to leave or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I was kind of the person where if one thing goes wrong, like all my confidence is just out the window.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like the way you were then. You're not like that now.
No, well, I mean, basically, I had everything go wrong, and it was the best first date ever.
Yeah, it was
My
really
last
great.
first date ever.
That's right,
That's
ladies.
right.
You hear that? He's mine.
Baby, don't threaten our audience.
I'm not threatening our audience. I'm threatening the bitches who are trying to steal my man.
Yeah, let's play this game.
Let's get to this game. This game is called Twosome.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game for two people, and it's supposed to be a game that kind of like starts a conversation between two people.
I guess you can play like couple against couple, or you can play just 2-player. Basically, it's kind of like the Who's Better At.
Yes, like who knows who better.
Yes, like who knows who better? Well, here I'll show you. So we have what are called quirk cards, and then we have voting cards. So one is it says blue, but that's way more black, and then one's yellow. And then basically what you do is you vote on which one you think you're better at, or which one like represents you more, I guess you would say. So you put the yellow card down if you think you're more up for a wild night.
Oh.
Or if you're the better hugger.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. So I'm answering for you.
No,
or am I answering for me?
You're answering for you. Which one you think you would be better at?
And you are trying to answer for me too? I'm so confused.
No, like you answer for yourself. So if you think you're a better hugger, you put down the blue one.
And where do I put it?
You
Just like here?
yeah, we put it. Well, the way it says is like we're supposed to like put it face down like this and then have a dramatic reveal.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
We've played this before, but it was like over 2 years ago, so I can't really remember.
It was over 2 years ago, huh?
Yeah.
So it says this is just an example. We can put other 2 cards down. You're basically
Yes.
supposed to do 24, and
Whoever has the most at the end wins.
well, kind of. They kind of judge you as a couple.
Okay.
So if you get them right, and like we have opposite cards, basically like one of us says yellow, one of us says blue, then that counts as a point towards us.
Okay. So wait. So I would answer for me if I'm better at a wild night or if I'm a better hugger.
Yes.
So if I say I'm the better hugger, that means I'm a better hugger than you.
Yes.
Oh.
Now I think it's all perspective.
So you want to get the opposite of each other.
We want to get the opposite of each other.
Okay. I remember this now. Okay.
Yes.
So we should do that one. I like that one.
Oh, you want to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll start with it.
All right. But this can just be a practice round because I already have 24 taken out.
Oh,
Good.
do you? Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is our practice round.
Okay. So like here, I'll put them back to where they were. Basically what you're trying to avoid is penalty cards. So if we get
Now I'm nervous.
So if we get the same
Okay. I think I know which one you're going to put down.
Okay. I think this one's kind of obvious based on how things go. Do you think?
Oh, no. Now I'm overthinking it. Okay.
And remember, it's all from like the perspective of now.
Okay. I'm not going to give you any hints because that's cheating.
Okay.
Ready?
All right, 1, 2,
2.
3. Oh, wait, sorry. Yay!
Okay, good. Oh, I was so nervous. Okay, so I put the blue card, which is I'm a better hugger.
Yes.
And Shane put the yellow card, which is the
Up for a wild night.
Up for a wild night. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I cannot see. But yes. Okay. I am so happy that we did that because I am not good in crowds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm because I'm type 1, I can't really drink. I can't really like do anything fun. So going out for a wild night for me is like, it's not really in the cards, you know? And with my anxiety, no. And he was in a frat. So
yes.
That's what I was going on. I'm like, he was in a frat. He knows how to have a good time. You are a better hugger than me though. You give the best hugs.
Oh, thank you.
You really do.
I mean, I think I'm thinking I'm a pretty good hugger, but I think here's like the context. Like my up for a wild nightedness is more than your yes.
Yeah.
Our hugging capabilities are closer.
I'm not besides with you, I'm really not a hugger. Like I said, I don't like unwarranted touch. I don't like people touching me that I'm not like really comfortable with. Even my friends, most of my friends, their first love language is touch. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that like when we're hanging out in a group, some of them will be like playing footsies with each other. Some of them will be holding hands or like cuddling with each other. When someone cuddles with me, I'm like, I don't like it. Overstimulates me. And then I never know how to act. You know, I'm like, what if I move? Did I make them uncomfortable? You know, it's never good for me. So, I'm glad. What I'm saying is, I'm glad that we got that right.
Now with me, you are an amazing hugger.
Yeah, I love hugging you.
You wrap me up, and it feels like such like I have a blanket of love around me.
Oh, that's how I feel about you, because you have such a broad, like, beautiful chest, and you just like engulf me, and then I just feel like I'm like a little birdie, and I'm just like. Ooh.
So the secret, if you want to give a good hug out there, is you don't hug with your chest. You hug with your arms, because then you kind of wrap them around.
Yeah. Oh, he's so good.
You bring them in close with your arms.
Everyone that hugs Shane says the same thing, that you're one of the best huggers. It's very true.
It's something I've gotten better at. 'Cause I used to like just try to squeeze the life out of people, and then like that's not how you want to do it.
No.
All right, next one.
So now these two.
Yes.
All right. So we got eats in bed.
I think you picked 3.
I
baby.
did. Eats in bed and I'll put this one before I see it. Easily bored. Ooh.
Oh, this is a tough one.
This one's hard.
This is a tough one.
Okay, we're both really easily bored. So, okay. I think I know what I'm going to go with, and then I will give you my answer.
This is tough because I think I know, but I'm not.
Just go for it. It's okay.
Okay. All right, ready?
Oh, God.
1,
2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the one who's on your phone more than I am.
Well, the thing is like you could probably get more easily bored in like the macro, like if we're hanging out, like let's go do something today. I get bored like in a matter of seconds.
I mean,
like,
I do too.
Yeah, but
but yours is so much more than mine that I'm like, oh, I thought I was bad, but damn.
No, like, yeah, I can get like distracted and just start like doing something else and like completely like losing where I am in a matter of seconds, and then you have to be like, hey, over here. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh shit, oh, yeah, that's right. We're in surgery.
Yes, we did it, babe. I'm so proud of us. Okay.
All right, 2 for 2.
Here, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we gotta have a pile of like winners and then a pile of ones we don't get.
All right, goes with the flow.
And then I'll read this one.
Oh, sorry, I picked 2 again.
They're like very like tightly packed cards.
They are.
Once the window seat. Oh, we were just talking about this.
Oh no, this one's so hard. No, wait, no, it's not. This one's really easy.
Well,
No, come on, think about it.
but we just talked about it.
We just talked about what?
Like wanting the window seat and everything like that. Has your answer changed based on recent events?
We're not gonna go based on recent events.
Okay.
We're gonna go based on my personality, and you'll know.
Okay. All right, ready? 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go with the flow way more than
It's
my anxiety can never go with the flow.
It's
I'm
that
just like, I
Southern
have to know
California
everything.
vibe.
I have to know what time. I have to know precisely how long it's gonna be, and like I just freak out over the littlest details. And you're just like, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine. And like you are a detail oriented person, but you're really good at just being like, everything's gonna be okay. And I'm just like, but I get so motion sick on planes, especially. So they say that sitting at the window seat somehow helps with that, like with your ear shit. So it makes you feel more like level. And so I do that, but because of recent events with that fucking door blowing off in the Alaskan Airlines, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna sit in the aisle. I don't care if I throw up.
It's crazy to me that it was Alaskan Airlines. Alaskan Airlines used to be the thing I drove. Yeah, I drive Alaska all the time. No, we used to fly Alaskan Airlines when we would come up here when I was a kid with my family.
I've
like,
never
every
flown
single
Alaskan.
time. I mean, I think it's gone to shit. # not spun. But
I do remember that Southwest went to shit for a while, and now it's coming back. So you never know.
yeah.
Also, though, that's kind of on Boeing.
Oh, the actual plane.
Yeah,
Manufacturers. Yeah.
it's a little bit on them too, because why were those bolts loose? All right, so I'll read the first one and you read the second one again.
Yeah.
I like that. Here we go. Sweat's the small stuff. Literally just said that.
Would tell a stranger they have something in their teeth. Okay. All right, ready?
Yeah, this one's too easy.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you would, and
We are on a roll.
we're on a roll. Remember when we played this 2 years ago? We were just like, we never got one wrong.
I don't think we got one wrong yet.
Yeah, so we were just like, we're meant to be, and here we are, married. Look at that. This is why we got married.
And it was
No.
all based off of this game.
It was.
If we hadn't done well in this game,
Can you imagine?
we'd probably still be dating and figuring it out.
Oh my gosh. No, really though, it was kind of like high stakes when we played it. We were like, we better get this right.
Which is weird because I think playing with anybody else, I would have been the one that sweats the small stuff.
It'd be fun to play this with a friend.
Yes.
Like if I played this with one of my closer friends, it would be fun because it would be really hard to like navigate that. Okay, here. This one's yours. Writes the birthday cards.
Charming. Oh, okay. Come on. This one's easy.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I have better handwriting. I've made cards for people for their birthday since I was like 5 or 6. I'm a crafty bitch. I'm also a cheap bitch. So I always try to, but I always like to make people feel important. And I feel like what's more important, like if someone made me a card, it would make me feel so good, you know? Because they took the time and the effort to make that. Instead of just going and spending $3 on a pre-made card, you know, it just feels more genuine to me.
The handwriting alone is enough to give you that one. Because our handwriting are probably polar opposite as you can get.
Yeah.
I have the definition of chicken scratch. It is garbage doctor writing. Your handwriting is beautiful.
Thank you.
It really is.
Thank you.
So yeah, that one was another easy one. We are cruising right along.
Yeah, we are. I had a feeling that this was going to be a little bit too easy.
All right.
Oh, I'm hoping that there's going to be one that's going to be like, what are we going to do? Okay, binge watcher.
Okay. Oh, this is it.
Oh, no.
Breakfast for dinner.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I called it.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm okay with getting at least one or two wrong. I mean, we're doing really well right now.
We are doing really well. I mean, I think I know this one.
Okay. Wait, you do?
I think so. I think because
Okay.
one of us is more of these things.
Oh, no. Okay. Oh, no. I think I see the card.
Oh, no.
No, I don't. Okay.
I hadn't chosen yet.
Okay.
Chosen.
I'm scared.
Are you putting it down?
Yes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we did it.
Yes, you are more of a binger than I'd say. You have the capability of completing a whole season.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I just started an anime last night, and I'm already halfway through.
Yeah.
And if it was, because it's hard when you're, when you're married and you just live with your partner, you don't really get much time by yourself. If I wasn't living with you, like say we weren't living together, I would already be done with this anime. It's so freaking good. It's so wholesome. It's so cute. And the story is beautiful and the animation is gorgeous.
It is.
And oh my God, I love it so much. So yeah, if we weren't living together, I would have been done with it last night. I would have just binged it like the whole night.
And see, my busy getting bored capability, my ease at what
It's your ADHD, honey.
the ease at which I get bored doesn't really allow me to binge stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there are shows that I love that I still haven't finished because I'll watch them and then I don't know, something will happen and then I won't watch that show for months at a time and be like, I should watch that show. And then I'll watch it and I'm like, why did I ever stop watching that show?
I mean, I have that same thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's another anime that I absolutely adore, but for whatever reason, I'm taking forever to watch it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it too is like sometimes I want to savor it more.
Okay.
I want to it brings back good memories with like hanging out with my friends and stuff. And so I'm like, I don't want to finish this too fast.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I'm just like, it's literally up my alley. It's the
Oh no, this is like cookie cutter made for you.
It is.
For sure.
It's so freaking good. It's so good, guys. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Okay. Here, you read yours first.
Alrighty. Thoughtful.
Okay, this one's so easy. Can sleep anywhere. This one
Oh,
is
yeah.
the easiest we'll ever choose. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can sleep anywhere, and I absolutely hate you for that. Which I don't hate you, but I'm so envious. I wish I could sleep anywhere.
It used to be more of a problem.
Really?
Yeah. I would fall asleep in random places. I remember I was hanging out with my friend. We were back in Orange County, and we were going to dinner with his mom, I think. And we had to sit to wait to be seated and stuff like that. And there was like a little bench along the wall right by the entrance, right by like the hostess desk. And I was like, I leaned back like this and literally was out.
Shit.
Are
you serious?
Yeah. I used to wake up. I used to fall asleep anywhere.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, not me. Well, maybe when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I do remember that I would sleep in the weirdest places. But getting older, I started having some issues with sleep. Especially as a type 1 diabetic. I've woken up in the hospital 3 times because of a low in my sleep. So now I'm terrified of sleeping.
Yeah.
So there's some nights where Shane will wake up and it's 4 or 5 in the morning and I'm still awake because I'm worried about going low or something going wrong. So yeah, I'm very envious of the way that you can just sleep anywhere.
Yeah, I've always just been able to kind of pass out.
I do think that you are just as thoughtful as me, though.
Oh, thank you. See, like some of these are like they're a tie, but one of them is just way more.
Yes.
One of us than the other one. The undefeated streak continues. All right, let me get 2. Ooh, more spontaneous.
Okay, calls parents more. Easy.
Oh, come on, yeah.
You don't know which one I'm choosing.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
Yeah, I call my parents way more.
All the time. I am very jealous of the fact that you do that.
Well, a lot of, to be fair, my dad calls me more than I call him. And it's not because I do that on purpose. My dad has a weird work schedule, so I never know when he's free. He also has like 13 jobs on the side that he does, so I never know if I'm annoying him or like bothering him or whatever. So I never want to come in between that. So I just let him call me. And when we do talk, we'll talk for like sometimes 30 minutes to up to an hour. And then with my mom, like my mom and I spent like 4 hours on the phone once, like not too long ago. So
it's not just family members, or pardon me, it's not just your parents. It's any of your family members.
Yes, that's true. Yeah,
You're
my siblings.
very good at calling them.
I also have 2 siblings that are, one's 14 years younger than me, one's 12 years younger than me, because my parents got divorced when I was very young and then got remarried and then had more kids. So I have 2 more siblings besides my brother. I don't talk to my brother very often, but I do talk to my other siblings. And when we talk on the phone, it's for hours. And sometimes they'll call me like every single day and we'll still talk like for hours. But I am very adamant that I want to be close with my siblings. It's very important to me because I want to be for them what I didn't have growing up. Because I was the oldest. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really have anyone to look up to, and I want to be that for them, and I want them to feel like they can come to me for anything.
It's so great. I can't think of any family member I have that kind of a relationship with. Or I could talk to them on the phone for hours.
Yeah, see, I didn't have that growing up either, so I wanted to be that for someone, and so I got lucky with 2 amazing siblings that I'm like, you're going to like me no matter what.
See, you're so great in the fact that you can see your influence on other people, and you try so hard for it to be a good influence.
Yeah, I really want it to be because I've been burned so many times by other people, And yeah. I want to make sure that they feel comfortable too. Like I don't want it to just be like I'm pushing myself on them, and I'm like, you have to be close to. It's like if you don't want to tell me things, that's okay.
It's really no, that is like your most attractive quality.
Oh.
The fact that you've like taken all these life experiences and been like, I'm going to make it better for other people.
Oh, thank you, baby.
It's amazing.
That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are way more than halfway done, and we have yet to lose.
All right, let's see the next one. Diplomatic.
Ooh, okay. Explorer. Ooh, this one's hard.
This one may be hard.
Oh no, this one's really hard.
This one might be hard.
Okay. Diplomatic and explorer.
Ooh. Gosh.
I don't know what to do.
We're like almost 50-50 on both of these.
Yeah, we really are. God damn it. Okay, I'm going to go based on... Okay, I'm going to pick, and then I will tell you why I chose.
I think we're not supposed to do that.
Wait, what?
I think we're not supposed to discuss it before it says in the
No,
previous.
I'm not discussing it before.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm going to pick one, and then after we reveal, I will tell you why I chose the one that I chose.
But I want to be undefeated.
No, I don't want to be undefeated. How boring.
No, undefeated.
Honey.
Clean sheet.
This is a podcast.
Perfect record.
Honey, this is a podcast and this is a game. You don't want to be undefeated. Come on. Just choose.
All right. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oh!
Yeah, okay. You are way more diplomatic than I am.
See, I
am a dreamer, okay? Baby, how many times have I been like, I want to foster cats? And you're like, okay, but we need to like figure that out first. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to live in a tiny house. And then you always bring me back down to earth.
Well, I think that's more pragmatic than diplomatic.
But you're very diplomatic with like, if we have a surplus of money, you're like, this is how we're going to spend it. And then when we moved in here, you're like, okay, let's make a plan exactly of what you're the planner. You're the one who like really wrangles my fucking crazy ADHD ass in.
But I think more diplomatic is like a personal thing. Like I'm more of like today when we were at the pharmacy getting your insulin, and I was like, I'll burn this fucking place down. I'm not gonna do that. But I was like, that's what I mean. That's what was going through my mind when I chose that one. I was like, no, Dorio's more like, oh, this person is probably going through this. This person's going through that. You have this way of seeing other people's like point of view, and you have the way of like understanding people more. That's why I picked diplomatic. I'm like, let's just burn this motherfucker down.
Okay,
burn it down.
I see diplomatic as someone who like, you're a diplomat, so you tell people what to do. Like you kind of are like,
well, that's delegate.
Oh.
Yeah. So like a diplomat's like an ambassador.
Yeah,
so,
you are more ambassador than I am. I see it as someone who's organized and has like almost like a teacher vibe.
Okay.
Where you're like, no, you're organized chaos. I would say you are organized chaos.
See, I was thinking more I was an explorer just because like I've moved so many times and gone on so many things like, around the world. But then you've gone on a lot of road trips and stuff like that. That's why this one was a tough one.
But how many times have I been like, we're going to move here? And you're like, okay, we need to think about that.
Oh, dang, I didn't think of that.
And then and then I'm like, oh, we're going to live in a tiny house. And you're like, with 2 dogs and 2 cats, you really think that's going to happen? And then I'm just like, I'm a dreamer, okay? I think that, you know, if I'm not happy with something in my life, I'm like, okay, this will be better. And you're like, it really won't, though. You have to figure out the problem first. So you are more diplomatic than I am.
Okay. I think I'll go with that one. Dang it. I knew that one, and I was going to pick that one. I knew it. Oh, no, we got to separate these ones.
Why? Oh, that's right. They're the bad ones. No. Oh, honey.
Perfection.
No, I'm happy that we did that. Perfection. It was getting kind of boring, honestly. We need to switch it up a little bit. Live on the edge.
Okay,
see,
definitely
I'm more of an explorer.
Okay. If there was any doubt.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. There's this one. Clumsy.
Cheats in games.
Oh. That's a hard one.
That's a very hard one.
Because we both are like goody two shoes. We both like, we would feel like if we cheated, we would feel like we didn't win.
Yeah.
Okay. But remember what, like you said, you go for whatever is like the most obvious.
Yes. Okay. All right. I think since we're going to go for what's the most obvious, I think I know which one.
Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah. I am a clumsy duck.
Are so clumsy. I thought I was clumsy before I met you. And then I met you and I was like, God damn. I am an elegant queen.
A graceful swan.
I'm a graceful swan. Compared to you. No hate. No disrespect.
Oh, no, baby. The proof is on my body. I have like so many burns from cooking myself.
I mean, basically,
I am that
cooking
clumsy
yourself.
that I cooked myself. I was delicious. No, but like, so lame.
I mean, honestly, though, if you're burning yourself, you're kind of cooking yourself in a way.
Yeah. I mean, I did it very inefficiently and very slowly and piecemeal. But no, I have like burn marks on my hand. I burned my foot and I burned my foot with cooking grease. Like, how? How does that happen? Only if you're a clumsy person like me.
Well, and there's certain times where I will ask you to, like, help me with the eggs. Like, when we get home from the grocery store, anytime you have the eggs in your hands, I'm like, oh, my God. If the wind blew a little bit more than it was now, these eggs would be on the floor.
Seeing me try to get all the groceries is always an adventure.
No, you're really good at it.
Yeah,
it's just scary when you're precariously holding these tiny little eggs that are so breakable. And I'm just like, please let me help you. And you're like, no, I got it.
No, that's the weird thing about it is that when it's something like me carrying all the groceries in, I usually won't.
No, you're actually really good.
No, but
Yeah.
if it's something like opening the refrigerator door, chaos will ensue.
It is true.
Like,
It is so true. It's really funny.
Like I shattered this cute little glass that we put our cat's treats in the other day. It shattered. And all I did
Aw.
was open the refrigerator door and then it fell and
that wasn't
broke
your
into a million
fault though, honey.
No, but it's like one of those things that like would only happen with me opening the refrigerator
Yeah, that is
door.
true. But also I feel like I almost have better
Intuition.
I have better reflexes than you because I'm really good. Like you've seen it where I'll catch something right before it falls.
That's true.
Yeah, and you're just like whoa, 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 and it just falls.
I have trash reflexes, trash hand-eye coordination,
Hey.
and flat feet. How did I ever think? Why did I play football in
I
high
think
school?
honestly, you were born in the wrong time period. You could have gotten out of Vietnam with your flat feet.
My flat feet, my trash reflexes, and my colorblindness.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You would be like, they would reject you. You
Right
would want to
away.
go in, and they'd be like, no.
Like, sorry.
Like, you would not be drafted. Here you go.
Alright.
Okay. Could
Ooh,
run a business.
creative.
Oh,
This one's hard.
damn. This one's really freaking hard.
I think I know. I mean, remember, it's like the most obvious.
There's one that's obvious?
You don't think so?
Okay. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. All right, ready?
1, 2, 3.
What? You are the creative one.
Yeah, you picked creative.
Yeah, from
I picked creative.
that one doesn't count because I meant no.
No, we can't. We gotta take.
No,
I'm
no.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know. I was like,
I
what
meant-
do you mean?
I'm
Like- I thought I misread the situation. I was so confused. Yeah,
back
I-
to the clumsiness.
I would say out of the two of us, I am more creative.
Yes.
But I also think, I mean, we're running a business now.
I mean, yeah,
You know what I mean? So
and you are doing that.
I really enjoy it.
So this encompasses both of you, really.
I think honestly, this business you have to be creative.
Yeah. See, like that's
You
what
know?
I mean. Like I could probably run like selling urinal cakes, but
What? You could run this.
I know. But I'm saying like, but you could, since it's so creative, and you are so creative, you would excel at this.
But you're
which you
also
are.
very creative.
I mean,
You have the best imagination out of anyone I've ever met.
Oh, baby, I swear, like my creativity has like returned ever since I started dating you. So I swear, it was like it felt dormant for
Aw.
years.
I
and
feel
then-
that same way, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like we have those silly, crazy. Like today, I
We
was
had one
pretending.
today.
I was pretending to be a 50s housewife who. So we were sitting at the breakfast table, eating our breakfast, and all of a sudden I just get this idea where I'm like, hey, you should pretend to do the dad thing and pretend to like read a newspaper and completely ignore the rest of us. And I was pretending to be like a 50s housewife who was like, oh, hi, dear. Oh, I think I'm going to go to the store today. And just like telling you about my day. So I start telling you about my day in this like really bad Midwestern accent. And you're just completely ignoring me. You're just doing the like 50s, like.
Oh yeah, I was reading a newspaper.
Yeah, and you're like, oh yeah, sports team. Whoa. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm really unhappy here, and I wish you would pay more attention to me. And you're like, I'm glad you have hobbies, honey. And so this just goes on, and then after a while, I start to joke, or I start this like narrative that when he comes home from work, I won't be there because I'm leaving him for a man named Tim who works at the local grocery store, and then that I've been hoarding money from my weekly allowance from you, and then I had a secret job on the side apparently. And I was like, oh yeah, I have like $1 million in savings, and we're gonna move to the Cayman Islands, and we're just gonna be island people now. And at one point you were like, yeah, my secretary's gonna have to move in with us. And
Yeah,
I was like,
just not
"Okay."
listening, and I'm just like, oh, the secretary will move into the guest room.
But like we had this whole narrative, And we literally saw it all the way through. I was
Mhm.
like, okay, so now you're going to come home and find out that I left you. And then
Yeah,
the
it had
one-
a second act.
the one touch that I okay, I'm stroking my ego a little bit here.
That is okay.
But the one touch that made me laugh so fucking hard was I was like, I was really petty when I left, and I
Mhm.
literally left you with half of everything. And I was like, you come home and you find the couch is literally sawed in half.
And I'm like, how did she do that? Women can't operate a saw. Yeah, my whole like character was supposed to be like very like aloof and condescending and
Yes.
obtuse.
Yeah,
So I was just like,
just like a man.
I'm like, oh honey, you're confused. Women aren't allowed to have jobs.
But anyways, it was so fun. But it's so we do stuff like that all the time just because, and it's like we're playing house
Yeah.
while playing house.
I mean, it's taken an hour sometimes, and
Yeah.
it's best hour I've ever spent.
Yeah. So anyways, that was fun.
It is worth it. Do more improving and yes and with your partner.
Oh, yes.
It's worth it.
It's so much fun. And the places that you guys will go together is insane.
You'll learn a lot.
Yeah. All right. Oh, are these our last two? Oh, no. We've got
Did I miscount?
two more after this.
Okay.
Oh,
Ready?
shit. This one's going to be hard.
More open-minded.
More silly.
Ooh.
That's so hard.
All right.
Okay, no. I think I've got
I think I got it too.
Okay.
One?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I would definitely say I'm more open-minded just based on what happened today when I was at the pharmacy. You were getting so mad at the pharmacist. And I was like, why are you getting mad at her? Like, she's doing her job. And I never thought she was being rude to me, but I guess I'm so used to dealing with pharmacies and like things going wrong because this country hates type 1 diabetics. So I'm just like, whatever. This is my lot in life. And I look back and Shane's just like fuming. And I'm just like, it's okay. It's going to be okay.
I heard her,
And it ended up being okay.
I heard her say something like your test strips or your Lances were going to be like $50. And I swear, I just went into this death spiral where like I was lighting the whole pharmacy on fire, allegedly. No, I think I got really, really upset because like my transaction, because I had to pick up a prescription as well, my transaction took all of like 3 seconds.
Mhm.
And I could definitely survive without my medicine. And you can't without yours. So I'm just like, why just give it to her. Just fucking give
I
it to
know.
her and say,
They-
thank you, have a good day.
I will, like, something that I will point out and then we'll move on because I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's supposed to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
This country, or no, not just this country. Type 1 diabetics are almost seen as like drug addicts.
It's fucking insane.
It's ridiculous. Like, we literally cannot wean ourselves off of insulin. There's no cure for type 1. So you have to take insulin every single day. If you don't, within a matter of days or weeks, you will die. And so they act like this insulin is like, are you sure you need this? And it's like, yes, I fucking need this. My pancreas doesn't work. Please give this to me. So anyways, we will move on. That I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Conversation for another day. But yes, that is like, we're both quite silly. But in
Yes.
terms of the open-mindedness, yes, you are a lot more like that. Because I'm a lot more stubborn, and I'm a lot more of like, of course I'm right. Like, I'm right, and you can't convince me otherwise. I have a lot more of that going on. So that one makes a lot more sense. I'm glad. See, a lot of these are close, but we figure them all out.
Yes. Okay, last one. Oh,
Can't live without their phone.
better kisser.
Hmm.
But see, you have been living without your phone, and you've been great.
Yeah, but I mean, I have an iPad and stuff
That is
like
true.
that. and a
I wouldn't.
computer.
I would be fucked because I don't have an iPad.
Oh, you could use mine.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I'm saying, like, if you and I weren't together, and I have lost my phone, or like it has broken in the past, and I didn't have anything to replace it with.
All right, let's just go for this. Let's just go at this from the standpoint of we both have phones. Which one of us would you put can't live without their phone? Which one would you put better kisser?
Okay, I got it.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm a better kisser than you. I've always been very, what is that called? Self-conscious about the way that I kiss.
Really?
Yeah.
You are a
Excuse me.
fantastic kisser.
Thank you. Because, well, someone, I won't say who, someone made a comment to me once about my kissing, and I really took it to heart. So I'm always like worried that I'm not doing enough.
I don't know what that person was talking about, because you are a great kisser.
Thank you.
You are top notch.
Oh, that's so nice.
No, I'm like, I never doubted it.
Oh, thanks. I doubted you a little bit.
as
as we previously discussed, but you redeemed yourself in the same night.
Did not represent me, though.
It didn't. No, you redeemed yourself in that very same night. So good for you. All right, we are done. So we did really well. We had one wrong.
Oh, yes. Hold on. I wanted to get the instructions out because it has a little score
Ooh,
card that
okay.
you're supposed to reference once you are all done.
Yay.
And it says, so this is all the penalty cards. So all the ones you got wrong, those count as penalty cards.
Okay.
If you have 0 to 4 penalty cards, it goes, amazing. You are kindred spirits and soulmates.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have a friend, the one that we're actually heading on a plane tomorrow to go to Arizona. We have 2 friends that happen to live there, 2 best friends. One of them, we recently started becoming closer again. And I've known her since middle school, but we are literal soulmates. Sometimes we swear that we are twins that were separated at birth, because the amount of things that we have in common, and like we're both really weird, and like it's So it would be fun to play this with her.
Oh, I can't wait. We definitely got to bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our trip is going to be us staying with 2 different sets of couples, so it'd be very cool to see how this plays out. And like, those aren't the only cards. Those are only like a fraction of the amount of quirk cards that are in there. The quirk cards are the ones we put down on the game board, and there's
a lot. Yeah, that was so much fun. So if you made it all the way through, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We appreciate your love and the ability for you to stick around with us.
It's a fun game. Like, you don't have to just play it with like a partner. Like, if you don't have a partner, but you have like a close friends or just someone who,
even
like,
a parent.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Like someone who like pretty well. Then like, yeah, give it a try.
Yeah.
Honestly, it'd be fun to do it with a stranger. Just
kind of get to know each other.
Yeah, maybe not a stranger, but like a new acquaintance.
Actually, that would be fun.
Yeah,
like if I played it with a friend that I just met.
Yeah,
that would be fun, actually.
Yeah,
like just to get to know each other. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. We hope you have we hope that you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, whatever Valentine's Day means to you. If it's just another day for you, it's just another day. If you're single, take yourself out on a date.
Yeah,
you know, don't wait for someone else to do it. You know, pamper yourself, like have a night to yourself, and just like, you are awesome with or without anyone. So do whatever you're going to do. But anyways, we hope you enjoyed. We will see you next week. We love ya.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you all. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on the Spotify. Check us out on the TikTok. Check us out wherever we are available. Bye.
Bye.